Hey, what is up? My name is George, and today I'm going to be doing some tips and tricks for O'Dowd's. It is, in this case, the Blue Summer 2019 Limited Heavy Hold Pomade, which is O'Dowd's summer pomade. And it's one of my favorites this year. I just love everything about it. It's already easy to scoop out, easy to use, and easy to apply in general. But here's some tips and tricks that I found that makes my day a lot quicker and easier because as much as I like to do my hair, I don't want to spend too much time on it or give that impression sometimes, even though I do. But basically, let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I want to make it as brief as possible, and hopefully, you guys take something from this, and it'll help you guys in a little bit here. Today, I'm using my iPhone, so when this is my bathroom, if you haven't noticed, let's go ahead and just start talking about it. The first thing, if you notice, my hair is a little bit messy. I just took a shower. It's somewhat dry, but it's still, I can feel water still in my hair. The reason you don't want to be in either of two extremes is you could tell my hair kind of starts frizzing up a little bit, especially a lot more if it's fully dry. And therefore it makes it really hard to use my comb or anything really to get it styled the way I want to because it'll want to stay the way it is right now. So it'll be really tough to control if I just leave it fully dry. On the other hand, if I leave my hair really wet, then I can't really gauge how much product I'm putting in my hair. Number one, so I might over apply. I can't tell how much the shininess of my hair or how much hold I'm getting from it either. So that's really one of the ways that you can really mess up your hair because at the end of the day you might have too much and your hair might just not look good or natural. So that is something that of course you'll want to find out for yourself. So find how or your hair is most acceptable to product basically, or where is it going to be the best for you. If you have very thin hair, for example, you might want to wait until it's fully dry to get the full volume from a pomade or make it look the best. So that's just one example. So let's go ahead and start applying so we can go ahead and get into this. First scoop on here. I always like to make it a little bit heavier than the others because that's the one that you want to make sure you have enough for. So as you can tell, pretty easy to emulsify. Another thing that people do, big mistake, is they don't do that. They don't heat it up. They'll just put a little bit and they'll pop it up in their hair and they'll have a big kind of white spot on there or a real big greasy spot. That's what you don't want to do. Tip number 2, it's going to be making sure that the product is really spread into your hair. So you want to go against what you normally style it, forward, backward, every way to make sure that the product is really kind of spread through your hair to make sure that you're taking advantage of the full strength of the product and not just kind of put it on the top of the way you wanted to do it. That's a big mistake people do, and it's just like glue. If you want to go ahead and glue 2 pieces of paper, you don't put it on one side and then glue it. You want to make sure that you put it right in between it so that it gives you the best strength possible. And dab number 2, I kind of start getting it into the style I want in the first place, so I kind of get going in the right direction. And this will take me to a very simple tip number 3, which is going to be, if you notice, for those of you that have parts, I skipped the whole finding your part section and that sort of thing, that sort of step, because I do get my hair cut or I ask my barber, especially during summer, to get a higher fade. And what that allows me to do is, in a sense, have a permanent fade where it will always be the same spot. It will always look the same. And that way you don't have to go finding your part, and at the same time you don't have to have that permanent fade that people do. I just feel like it's really tough to pull off in my situation, in my own personal opinion. It's tough to pull off and it's tough to maintain. After a week your hair starts kind of growing in between it and then you end up not looking the way that you did on day 1. So we're still, in a sense, part of step 2. It's you want to make sure that you use your comb to spread the product for anything that you might have missed and make sure it's fully there. But as you can tell, my hair is already kind of trained to know what I want to do with it. So it's kind of pretty much ready for pretty much my last scoop there. We're almost there, guys. This product, it just smells so good that when you apply your hair, when you apply it to your hair and you spread it all through your hair, you're going to be able to get a good restylability. But I always find myself restyling my hair and running my hands through my hair just so I can reactivate that scent because it is one of my favorites on here. So this is my third and last good scoop. If you're going to be, of course, this is a summer product, or summer pomade. If you're going to be going to the pool or the beach or whatever you're going to be doing where your hair is going to mess up, you can always give yourself a nice little extra layer, because after you get out of the water, your hair will know that how you've styled it that morning, and it will kind of fall into place without you having to do anything. And there's nothing better than your hair just naturally looking good. You know, if I wanted to slick it, I could slick it. I normally like to get just a little bit more of a natural volume on here. And you could kind of tell if I needed more product, you could see the parts here if I really wanted that there. But other than that, I think we're good to go. Always use every bit of product, especially with these limited editions. That's kind of the only bad things about this, which is a great product, great problem to have, is that these are limited, and you might miss out on them. So, of course, you will be able to see something like this. It makes it more unique if you do get something like this that is limited only for a certain amount of time. But my hair is pretty much there. It's not perfect, but it's pretty much as good as we're going to get it today, and as much as I want to go ahead and do. But as you could tell, my hair, I mean, it looks a lot better than when we started. And your very, very last tip is going to be buy a rag. This is, of course, O'Dowd's rag. I just got it with my last purchase. Anything that you haven't applied to hair, if you're already good, go ahead and wipe it off with the rag first. And go ahead and wipe it off with your, it's hot in here, man, the lights and stuff. So wipe it off, wipe your hands off with the rug after, because now my hands are almost clean. Now I'm going to wash my hands, and then it's going to be very, very little, if any, residue on the normal towel. If you have, if you have a girl, your wife, your parents, whoever it is, no one wants to go ahead and dry their hands with pomade. And as much as a advocate I am for pomade, no one wants to go ahead and dry their hands and then get just a dab of residue on their towel. So that'll save you for being able to use pomade. It's just a nice little extra tip you kind of get today. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Of course, I was gonna say we'll see you guys soon, but this is just kind of a one-time video I'm doing for O'Dowd's to kind of see how the submission goes. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you do, go ahead and like the video and help a brother out there. Appreciate it.